What's going on, everybody, and welcome to our very first live episode.
But is it really?
I think it's live. It's a little delayed, but that's okay. We're still alive. It's been a couple weeks. We've been trying to see how to figure this out. We will eventually start to do every single episode like this. So be on the lookout for it. We know it's kind of early, or maybe you're already at work. We're going to try to adjust the times to make sure. But today we have an awesome episode. Can't wait. We're talking about the different trends that Disney's having with us.
Yes.
Right?
Yep. Changes that they've done.
Changes. And since I've already done the intro, for those of you that have watched before, I don't need to do the intro again. So don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps our channel out. If you want to share this live video right now to learn more about Disney for the weekend, go ahead and do that. That will help us out.
Sounds good.
And let's go ahead and jump into it, Mom, shall we?
Okay, let's show.
First things first. What are we talking about today? We are going to be talking about the magical trends of changing trends.
Changing trends. So things that have been around, but maybe since COVID they're no longer there, or maybe they've changed a little bit. Have they changed for the better, or have they changed for the worst? Worse. So we're looking at security, the Magical Express, annual pass tiers and their names, the reservation system, rope drop, and the fast pass genie.
Well, let's get on it.
Quick comments. So pre-COVID, I remember hating to take backpacks in.
Yep.
Because everybody would have to go to the table, and they would have those little wooden sticks, and they would take their time, and they'd be going through everything to make sure that you're not bringing in contraband and things that you're not allowed.
Yeah, that took so long,
Okay.
especially when you have so many people.
So how has it changed since COVID?
You don't have to take anything off, guys. Unless you have a stroller where they search your stroller. If you just have something basic, you walk straight through.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep. And if there is anything that sets it off, like I know my glass case, my sunglass case, every once in a while will. If you make sure to take it out before you go through and hold it in front of you, you will never get stopped.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, you're trying to bring in contraband.
It's awesome. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
very
Way
good.
better. They
That's a
actually
plus. They
improved
did
it
something great.
Way more.
Yep. Magical Express. Now, we have never used this because we have never gone on a cruise or flown into Orlando. But this was, you would start your vacation either on a cruise or end on a cruise, and they would take your luggage from wherever you were, and you would find it in your hotel room.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So it was fantastic. From what I read about people who had been doing it, they no longer do that. So now you're on your own to try to find a way to get from point A to point B, and you're tasked with being, low-life citizens like we would be, and carry your own luggage.
But now they do have, they just opened up a stop in downtown Disney to get you from the airport to downtown Disney on public transportation, which is awesome. So people are looking for the cheaper ways to get from the airport to Disney World, and they're always talking about Uber or the Mears. Is it Mears or Mars?
Mears.
I always think it's Mars. I don't know why.
No,
The
it
big
starts
yellow
with
buses.
M-E,
Yeah. Mears.
Look, take the M out.
Whatever.
It's ears.
Or the
Mears.
public transportation. Now they have public transportation, so I heard it's super cheap to get there.
However, do not try, once you get to Disney Springs or wherever, do not try to get on Disney transportation with your luggage, because they will not let you on there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Annual pass tiers. So in years past, it used to be platinum, and what were some of the other ones? I forget, because we were always platinum.
I don't know.
So it basically, gold, silver, bronze, that kind of stuff. Well, then they changed it to Incredipass, Sorcerer, Pirate, Pixie. Is the change good? Well, I think it relates more to Disney naming.
And these prices are still old. So
They're old prices,
The Pixie Pass, I think, is now $450 or $500 or something.
So don't pay
that.
attention to the passes. But with that change, of course, came price increases. There's really not much to be said about that. Everybody, I think, expected price increases after COVID because everybody was trying to make up for lost time.
Where did you get this? Isn't on the Disney site, this comparison chart, is it?
I don't know.
Only because it's odd that Disney would put days needed to break even
right.
on
But
their
that's-
website.
yeah,
It's very useful because,
yes.
I mean, that's awesome to know, like, hey, we got to
Yes.
come here 4 times in order to make that price make sense.
And that's what I think that's what people need to do. When people compare all the time, especially out of state people.
Yeah.
Do I need to get an annual pass?
Well, on the annual pass holders Facebook page.
Yes.
Some people actually do it by the hour, and they chart in Excel how many hours they've been there, how many days they've been there to make sure it makes sense. And then they go by how much the pass costs them a day to an hour. Like, it's crazy the chart that they have just to make it make sense to them. But it works out for them, so that's awesome.
Yep.
And these are annual passes are only for Florida pass holders?
No. Out of state
It
can
looks
get
like Florida, Florida.
available to all.
So the Incredipass is the only one that's available.
And also remember that the Incredipass for out of state pass holders, they have to pay it in full. So if you have a family of
Flex
four,
Pass.
you can't do monthly. You can't do monthly payments at all. So if you have 4 people coming down, $1,500 a pop. So you're looking at spending $6,000 before you even start.
I wonder why that is. Are they scared that they just cancel their credit card?
I don't know.
And they wouldn't be
you
scared
could do that
Florida?
in Florida,
Yeah, that's what I'm
but I
saying.
guess
don't
it's
know.
easier to find the people. I don't know.
That's weird.
We come to your house. So we've done 3 already. Now we're
Knocking 'em out.
on to the reservation system. This still irritates me.
It doesn't
That
make any sense.
Annual pass holders are pretty much the only ones who have to make a park
It's so
reservation
stupid.
system.
It's so
if you
stupid.
if you purchase your tickets online, as long as you're not a Florida resident, because the new Florida resident passes that they have now for 3 or 4 days, you still have to make reservations.
Yeah.
But if you're not a Florida resident, you don't have to make a reservation.
It's crazy.
Now, granted, the majority of the days I haven't
wide
seen
open.
any of them blacked out. Evidently, there's one coming up, but there's something big. Oh, I know why. Hollywood Studios is closing June something at 5:30 because there's a huge event. Some company or whatever.
But Universal, you
booked
never
it.
had to make it's ridiculous that they don't value their annual pass holders, which their annual pass holders don't make them any money. So I understand why they don't value them. But
it's
never
just
had
crazy.
just to go into a park. You actually have to click that. Hey, I want to go into.
But
a park.
here's a way around it too. Say you wanted to go to Epcot, and you looked and it was booked. Okay, it was already full.
What
you
theme
can
park
go,
is booked?
You can go to Hollywood Studios first, and 5 minutes later go over to Epcot because chances of the
how's
park
that a way
being
around it? You're still wasting 30 minutes.
well, yeah, but you
45
can still
minutes
get there if that's
okay.
what that's what your goal was.
Disney just doesn't care about their people.
Stop. Rope drop. This is another one that gets under my skin. So before COVID, if you were staying at a Disney resort, every day there would be a designated one park, where you could get in an hour early. Okay?
And the other parks were still
The other
shut off
parks
for
were
everybody.
shut off. Okay, so when they said rope drop, you knew not to, if you didn't stay on property, you knew not to rope drop at that park because the other 3 would be open to everyone.
Well, that's because they didn't want to staff it.
Since COVID, every park is now available to resort guests a half hour early. So there's no such thing as rope dropping if you are not staying on property. Make sense?
Yeah, but it's not technically a rope drop, but it's still a rope drop.
It's rope drop for them.
Right.
It's not rope drop for people who are not staying on property.
Yeah, but how many people are in front of you? I mean, let's just say...
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Like, if
I'll
you
give you an
get there,
example.
if you get there at 9 o'clock, and let's just say the hotel guests were able to get in at 8:30, Test Track, will probably be 2 hours, because they don't understand the rides.
Okay.
Like, Test Track is the worst ride in Epcot.
I'm going to give you an example.
Give me an
Okay,
example.
we went to rope drop Ratatouille.
Why?
Okay.
Okay.
Say you want to rope drop Ratatouille.
That's a big mistake.
All right. People who are staying on property.
There is nothing...
Guess what? They're coming in right through Canada. So not only now do they have a half hour
Why
early.
can't we
How are
come
you going
in
to get there?
Why wouldn't you just take the Skyrider right there? Boom.
Where
You're
are you
welcome.
picking up the Skyliner?
Go to MGM.
So you're going to go to MGM at 7 a.m.
Why at 7?
if you're going to rope drop Epcot.
At 9 o'clock, right? So go to MGM
right.
at 8:30. While everybody
it's not
else is
gonna
in
work.
there, you take it.
It's
I'm
not
telling you,
gonna
it
work.
works out
It's
fine.
not gonna work.
But nobody wants to. And there's no reason to rope drop Epcot in general.
All right, so I picked the bad park. All right, Fast Pass versus Genie Plus.
I enjoyed the old Fast Pass where you had to use. There were ticket booths. You had to go up to the
Little
ticket
kiosks,
booth.
Yep.
Yeah, you got this ticket like you see here, and then you
But-
came back at that time, and then you couldn't get a new one until that one expired. or used,
Or you
which
check-
is
yeah.
fantastic.
But do you remember these kiosks were out in front of the
rides,
attractions
yeah.
themselves? So I can remember, and you would have to collect all of the
Yes,
passes.
yeah.
Somebody would run to Splash Mountain and put all the passes in to get their fast pass. And then as soon as that you tapped in for, or you didn't tap in, as soon as you showed your pass for then you would run over to Space Mountain with those. I mean, it was kind of comical. So the Genie Plus, I mean, it does eliminate that. We have used it, I think,
but
once.
those passes were free. The
Yes,
ones that we're talking about,
yes.
they were free. They were included with your park admission. The Genie
Yep.
Plus, as you can see, is $30 someday, maybe $50 another day. It's just
Yeah.
we've used it once, I think, just
Once.
because we
We were
had
with
family in town,
guests.
and we wanted to make sure that we got on the rides, and it was useful. But you take away from family time because you're
Yeah.
just keep trying to pound the app again.
Yep.
You're trying to get new ones.
One or two
It's-
people in your party are constantly on the phone.
I'm on the
trying to
line. I'm
update.
in line instead of talking with family. I'm just trying to get
And usually it's the
upgraded.
30-somethings because I don't know what I'm doing.
So it takes away from your experience, but if you do it right, it is helpful to get on every ride you can to maximize
Personally,
your
I
experience.
think what they should have done is they should have just built it into the price because we're already paying an arm and a leg anyway. And let everybody go ahead and do it on
and
their
try
phones.
to pound the app. I think they're trying to get.
Yep. So that's it.
That's it.
Those are the 6 of the changing trends that I have experienced. You have experienced over the course of our forever years going to Disney.
That's cool.
So what do you think? Have any suggestions?
No, I don't. We're going to see the VI Pass Holder Lounge in a couple weeks, so we're excited for that.
I'm proud of you for pronouncing that right.
VI Pass Holder?
Yes, a lot of people do VIP pass holder. But that's VI pass holder
Which is very, it's very incorrect. Very incorrect. But thank you so much. It looks like Roger Jacob is on with us live.
Wait,
so thank you so much, Roger Jacob, for watching. Hopefully you can hear us. And you are going to be the first one to hear the mom joke of the day. Actually, you're going to be... Yeah, you and I will be the first one to hear it because I haven't heard it yet.
But before that, okay, if you watch this at a later time, which I know you will be watching this at a later time, go ahead and put in the comments what time you've watched it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So we can kind of get an idea when most of our viewers
and turn your
are looking at it.
notifications on because we will be going live from now on. So turn your notification on so you know we're live. So that way you can join in and watch us live. You can comment because I see Dad or Roger. I don't know who that guy is. See, he left a comment.
Alrighty.
Let's hear the mom joke of the day. Here we go. I'm scared.
How many stormtroopers does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know.
None, because they live on the dark side. He chuckled. He chuckled. Yay, I got a chuckle.
None, because they live on the dark side. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, but there's lights in the spaceships and everything. So they can't just travel in the dark.
Well, when you clean, you got to see where the dirt is.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, guys, don't forget, next week is Mother's Day. So get ready. Make sure you do something special for your moms. Okay.
Yeah. And if you don't have a mom,
find one.
Find one. If you didn't
adopt one.
Yeah.
Adopt
there you
one.
go. Love it.
Anyway, have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. I'm the mom.
And I'm the son, and this is the Mom and Son Show.